Okay, so you guys are working on assignments that's simplifying expressions. If you see on the computer, I have the assignments here. So I have the assignment, a calculator, and my PIMDOS notes. So you guys might want to try something like that. But all your work is going to be written. So you're going to need a piece of paper. I'm using my chalkboard, the whiteboard instead of paper. But when you do your work, remember to use a piece of paper. When you're done with it, send me a text with the picture of the work and make sure to show all your work. All right, so I'm going to give you an example how to do these problems. We're going to need to remember a couple of things. So we're going to need to remember PEMDAS, which is right here in your notes attached. So remember, P is parentheses, E is exponents, M is multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction is A and S. All right, so we're going to focus a little more over here. All right. The next thing you're going to need to know is when you see a number next to a letter, it means multiply. So some examples are this 5 and W, that means 5 times W. 5 and W without the parentheses, that means 5 times W. And then if you see a number with a number in a parentheses next to it, it also means multiply. All these forms mean multiply. All right, so we're going to start your first problem on your first assignment, and we're going to do that one together. All right, so our first problem is we're going to, on there it says 7 parentheses 5W minus 8Z parentheses, okay? And it tells me use W equals 7 and Z equals 4. All right. So one thing I want to remember is this is like a coding game, like where you're figuring out a code. Anytime I see a W, I'm going to put in a 7. So there's a W, I'll put in a 7. Anytime I see a Z, I'm going to put in a 4. Okay? So let's decode this problem. Parentheses. This is 5. Remember, this is 5 times W, so I'm going to say 5 times 7, because that's what W is. Bring my minus, and we have 8. 8 times Z, what's Z? 4. 4. Parentheses. And then I bring the 7 down. All right, so I decoded that one. I decoded that one. I already brought my minus down, and I brought my 7 down. So I'm done with all of those. Okay? Now we're going to solve this problem. This is where our PEMDAS comes in. So remember in PEMDAS, we do the P first. P is parentheses. Do I have anything in parentheses? Yes, right here. So I'm going to start working on what's in the parentheses first. All right. In the parentheses, I have a couple of things. I have multiplication, I have subtraction. According to PEMDAS, what do we do first? In the parentheses, do I have exponents? No. Do I have multiplication and division? Yes, I'm going to do multiplication and division first. So I'm going to do this one first because remember we start from left to right. So this says 5 times 7. That is 35. Minus 8 times 4. That is 32. All right. So I did the multiplication here. I did this multiplication. I brought down my minus, and then I'm going to bring down my 7. So I'm done with this one. Now I'm working on here. Do I have parentheses? Yes, I still do. Do I have exponents? No. Do I have multiplication and division? No. Do I have addition and subtraction? Yes. What do I have? Subtraction. So I'm going to work on the subtraction next. 35 minus 32 is 3. Then I bring down my 7. I dealt with this one, so I can cross it out. And I dealt with the 7 because I brought it down. Now, this says 3 times 7. Remember? So I have a letter, a number with a number in parentheses. So I just need to solve that. 7 times 3 is 21. I dealt with this one. I dealt with this problem. There's nothing left but my answer, so I'm done.